Hi, I'm Jeannie Kelly, your credit coach, and I'm so excited to have Frank Garay on today. Hey, Frank.
Hello.
I'm so excited. I want to talk to you about, first of all, your online, how every day, Monday through Thursday, people can talk to you and start their morning off right. Because I was lucky enough to go on Mortgage Marketing Animals. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so it's actually it's Loan Officer Breakfast Club, Jeannie.
Mm,
That's what it is. It
okay.
is part of Mortgage Marketing Animals. So
Okay.
so it's Mortgage Marketing Animals owns Loan Officer Breakfast Club. I
Uh-huh.
run Loan Officer Breakfast Club for the Mortgage Marketing Animals. I host,
Oh,
quote unquote, host the program Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern time, 30 minutes, right? 4 days a week. And it's a live Zoom call. It's just like any old regular Zoom call. And any loan officer across the country is welcome to join. Absolutely free. There's no gimmicks, no nothing. You just go to loanofficerbreakfastclub.com and register. And then you get the link and you just show up. And it's super cool because, excuse me a sec, little cough, sorry.
that's
It's
okay.
really cool because you would think that a daily 30-minute coaching Zoom call might be like, geez, what are you going to talk about every day? You know, but I tell you, there's just endless things to talk about. Like we never run out of something to talk about. We do revolve around the Mortgage Marketing Animals daily success plan. So we do have
Okay.
a fundamental, we have fundamental activities that we know work for a fact, that proven time and time again, move the needle forward. So we do revolve around that, but it's an open forum, and anybody can unmute and start talking, asking questions, challenges, things that are working. The chat lights up. I think you saw that. Everybody in the
Yeah.
chat starts talking about, asking questions. And it's just a really vibrant, really fun, and extremely educational and motivational 30 minutes, Monday through Thursday for any originator out there. It just, we got Jeannie, we got people on there that have been in the business 2 months. And we got people been in the business 40 years. I'm not exaggerating, 40 years. So, because you know what, good principles work for anybody at any stage in their career, right?
Mhm. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did get a kick out of it. I had a great time. And I loved the fact that you had, like, anyone could be talking. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know, like, so when I joined in, I didn't know, like, keep it on mute. I didn't know what was going on. Could I talk? And then, it was just fun. I loved the questions. I learned information being on there. And, I'm not closing mortgages, but it's still good for me,
Yeah.
and tuning in. I love the fact that if someone is new in the business, amazing, but also the seasoned are in there, and because things change all the time.
All the
So
time.
there's always a conversation when it comes to mortgages. There's always a conversation.
There is. There's so many scenarios. Like today we had a gentleman, Garrick Ward Miller. He's actually a friend of mine, and he's been in the business for 20 plus years, 25 years or whatever it is. And today I said, man, you got to share your story. Everyone needs to hear your story. And he's like, basically, it's a very similar story to a lot of mortgage people after coming out of the highest of the highs on that refi boom that so many came through, and then to crash into, wow, a kind of even a suppressed market, if you will, with low inventory and high rates. And people can get into a funk, right? You can
Mhm.
get kind of into a depression where Garrick was. He was like, I was talking to him offline. He was like, I didn't even know how deep of a funk I was in
Oh,
until I started showing up at Breakfast Club, and he wound up joining Mortgage Marketing Animals. And now he's just on fire. The guy's on fire, and he's been doing it for 90 days. He's got 14 deals in the pipeline. Right.
awesome.
And he's like, I'm alive and just vibrant and just like, I'm after it, man. I'm after it. And that's the point I wanted to make is, like he said, I didn't even realize how big of a funk I was in. I didn't
Mhm.
even realize it,
Right.
until I had the chance to come and hang out in Breakfast Club and MMA. Jeannie, what we do is, and when I host the Breakfast Club, I am a guy that believes in, you know what, man, we got to start the day off positive, right?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go, baby. We got this day. We can win. We can take, okay, you got maybe a couple of tough calls you got to make. So what? Let's make the calls. Let's get through them. You know what? People are going to be fine. You're going to get through it okay. And let's move on and get some more business in the door and stay positive. So at Breakfast Club, that's what you're going to get. You'll never get like, well, it's pretty tough out there, man. And the rates, they bumped again. It's going to make it really hard. All we can hope for, guys, is to get through this. We'll never say that. Right. On Loan Officer Breck. Never. We don't hope to get through anything. We go get it, baby. And we've got people that just, have bought in, work the plan. We got a plan. Yay. Right. We've got a plan. We've got the way to work the plan. We got the scripts. We got how to counter objections. We got it all. Work the plan. And then suddenly it's like, oh my gosh, I'm working with a realtor partner that closed 43 deals last year. Well, I can't even believe this. And oh my goodness, I've got, a pipeline of 8 deals that are going to close next month. I just can't even believe it. You just got to know what to do and apply the work and have a doggone good attitude about it, man, and go get it. And that's what we do at Breakfast Club. At least that's what I hope.
Your energy is on fire. So it's awesome waking up like that. And it's also, to start your day like that and who you surround yourself with. I'm always talking about this. I even remember, way back in the day when my daughter was young and I like hanging out with other mothers, right? And then you start feeling like, that's happening there too. So it's nice that you built this community of mortgage loan officers, right? That they understand it's not just their area, whatever's going on.
Right.
And it feels good. Like you can relate. It's not just this rah, and I'm all for these self-motivation, other things.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's so specific and it's so, I hung up the call and I was just like, let's go.
Yeah.
Who am I gonna talk to? And it really did. It was a fabulous day and I can't wait to come back on.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're right. It's not just everything's wonderful and it's sunshine and let's go get them. No, it is that. It is, hey man, we got this, we can do it. But the reason we could be so positive and the reason we can be so energetic and so optimistic is because we have a plan, right? We know what to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We clearly have something to do. We know who to call, what to say, if there's an objection, how to counter it, right? And exactly what the plan is every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We have a plan. So we're, we are optimistic. We're hopelessly optimistic and energized and motivated because we got something that works. It's not. It is important to have all that, to have the energy and the enthusiasm. But boy, you strap that onto a good plan, and my goodness, wonderful things can happen. So
right.
Yeah,
and a lot of people are working from home, right? And some of them are just work for themselves or have 2-3 people or whatever it may be. That now you have a community and you can bounce ideas off if you feel stuck. I know that I would come right on in and say, listen, I don't know what to do with this. Help me out. And I would feel safe in that community because I saw it, I felt it, I trust it. So, good for you.
It's a good observation. It is a very safe place. That's the thing too about us is there is no judgment nowhere ever, right? And it's anything that's discussed is always from the standpoint of everyone's just trying to help, right? It's all about just trying to help. There's never any judgment. Nobody's down on anybody for, maybe who they work for or what they've chosen to, if they go, with a big bank or a small mom and pop broker. That doesn't matter. None of that's relevant to us. What's relevant is doing the right thing every day, man. And having a legacy built for you and your family, something special, that's the coaching program at Marketing Animals is really cool because you can dip your toe in the water with Breakfast Club for free, right?
Okay.
Just come on in. But then if you want to go further with us, because there's a lot more to us than Breakfast Club, well, then you can join Mortgage Marketing Animals, which is like a $400 a month experience, $397, right?
Okay.
And with Mortgage Marketing Animals, you're going to get group coaching. So you can get a more we can only cover so much territory in 30 minutes on the Breakfast Club with, 300 to 400 loan officers asking questions. And, there's only so much we can do. but mortgage marketing animals, okay, now you're getting group coaching. There's multiple times during the week where you jump on Zooms and you can, take your time and actually talk to Carl White and, or Steve Kiles or Tammy Schneider. And you can actually say, hey, how about this? What about that? Where you get your you get your personal coaching, but in a group atmosphere. And so it's wonderful. And there's other tools that you can make use of that, we can't roll out on Breakfast Club. But then they have Freedom Club. And Freedom Club, that's a couple grand a month, right?
Okay.
But with Freedom Club,
Serious players.
it's serious, right? This is for Freedom Club is for the originators out there. Oh, my dog, I apologize. I'm at home and the door's open. Do you not hear him? Am I okay? Okay. So Freedom Club is for the serious players who are like, I want to build something really special, right? I want to be able to build something, a team, right? Or legacy where, I am the head of the team, right? I am the face of it all, and people do business with me, but I'm not necessarily taking the loan applications. I'm not necessarily getting the loans through the system. I have a team of people that know what they're doing and do the right things, and where I can actually build a business to where, hey, I want to go take off to Hawaii with my family and my kids, and I could leave the cell phone at home. I can come back and I still originated and closed loans, even though I wasn't around. That's where Freedom Club can take someone to, right? And that's if you're, I would say it's everything's relative, right? Depending on who you are. Right. But man, even as little as like 5, 6, 7 deals a month, if you're in that world, but you want to get to be one of those guys that'll do 50, 60 deals a month and have a life, right? Yeah. And not have to work 24/7. That's what Freedom Club will help you with. That's what the coaches will help you with there. So,
I feel like that sounds to me like a business partner.
It is a business partner.
Totally locking hands in, and that's fabulous. What about any live events? Just curious.
Yes, we do live events for Freedom Club. You're spending a couple grand a month to have an actual business partner come in, and it's remarkable. We have 3 stages that they're brought through. Kind of an initial phase where we have a specialized coach who dives into what they've got going on, right? Like, let's evaluate everything. Who's on your team? What do they do? Right? Let's look at the pipeline. How do things flow? And that person helps them restructure a little bit, and then figures out, okay, I'm going to move you to this coach over here. He's going to take you to the next spot, right? And then they might even move again and go to another level. So it's really awesome.
And then the nice thing is, I would think that my team, my other loan officers that I'm bringing in, join your, morning loan officers breakfast club.
Yeah.
And so like that same vibe, and so it all meshes together and everything. So
it does. Awesome. Yeah. It's very consistent through the whole program, from Breakfast Club to Freedom Club, right? It really is a very, it has a very, Marketing Animals, Freedom Club, Loan Officer Breakfast Club has a very distinct culture, a very distinct culture. Yeah. And it's nothing but good.
I love
very
it.
Good. Everybody's just, all the peeps are just such good on the team, such good, just genuinely righteous people, and that just really good. So
yeah, that's great. Now let me ask you, Frank, because I have to, because everyone who comes on, I ask, how did they learn about credit? What was your first experience with credit?
Mine personally?
Yeah.
How did I learn about credit?
Yeah.
It wasn't good. I'll tell you that. So I'll never forget the first credit card I got. And I was young. I was, I'd just gotten out of the Navy. So I was probably 22 or something like that, something like that. And I just started work as a loan officer in California. And this is at the time when computers were starting to become something real. Like, remember the big floppy disk computers that we had with the monochrome screens, you know what I mean? Yep. And the dot matrix printer, the green light or the amber one or whatever. Yeah. And then, so laptops were starting to become like something, but they were horrid, right? They were just dreadful machines. but I was, a new loan officer, and I could kind of use Excel or something like that. I forget what it was called. It was something like Excel, a spread. And I kind of was like, oh, I can do things. And I thought, boy, I'd like one of those little things, and I could carry this around with me as a loan officer, and I could crunch numbers for people. And I thought how cool that would be. And I went to Radio Shack. If you remember Radio Shack.
I do, of course.
Yeah. And they had something, and it was like, it wasn't much. Well, by today's standards, it was like $600, and I was brand new. I wasn't making a lot of money. I thought, wow, $600. And the guy goes, well, we give you a credit card. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, we give you, you can walk out here with it today. I was like, really? And so I got that thing, and okay, so I made my payments on it or whatever, but that was like, wow, I can get credit, and so, and I did screw it up. I kind of started to get credit. Like, I was like, well, I'll just borrow, I'll just get stuff, and I did find myself in debt as a really young man, just overextended with some credit card debt, and learned kind of the hard way, that you gotta, it makes it, don't get credit. If at all possible, don't get it, right? If at all possible,
don't purchase something, but get the credit.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Like, don't make credit the means of you getting something unless you absolutely that's the only way. And it's something that you really need, like a car or something like that. But I started just getting stupid nudnik things on credit. And then all of a sudden I had all this debt, and I was like, oh, this sucks.
You don't
got to
think
pay
about
it off.
it. Yeah, you don't think about it. It's so easy to swipe the card, but then that's why with cash, you think about it more.
Yeah.
So,
you do. It's like, this is coming out of my pocket, from my bank, out of my pocket, and into that person's hand. You think about it, about it more. But I tell you, over the years, I certainly learned, and I've certainly grown to respect it and be able to use it in a proper way. And we have no bills. Except for my house. I got a little bit on a motorcycle, just a little bit.
That's good though. That's good. Listen, a healthy credit. You don't want to disappear, because Frank, there's so many people that they don't need credit anymore, and then they stop using it. And then let's say they do want a second home, and then where's their credit? Like, they're like, but wait a minute.
Then there's nothing.
I've been paying for 30 years. There's nothing here.
Yeah.
So no, credit's good. It's just using it the right way. So I love asking everyone. Now, say again how everyone can find you. I'll put the links in there too.
It's just loanofficerbreakfastclub.com.
Loanofficerbreakfastclub.com, 8:30 Eastern Standard
Time. 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Yeah. And people on the West Coast always go, well, what about the West Coast? No, man, you got to get up.
Well, you're getting it up.
I'm in California. Yeah, I'm up and running the darn thing. I
was thinking about that. I was like, whoo, you are bright-eyed and ready to go.
I am. It's just naturally who I am. I get up super early in the morning. I'm up by 3:30, 4 o'clock every morning downstairs drinking coffee. So I'm, partway through my day by the time I start Breakfast Club. But I understand for some, that could be kind of early to get up and get a dose of me at 5:30. 5:30 in the morning. I get it. But
it's awesome. Frank, I'm so excited. I want everyone to jump on your show because it's incredible. I know they can learn a lot. I did. I will continue to be on. And thank you so much for coming. Credit Over Coffee.
Hey, man, my good pleasure. Jeannie Kelly, you're a great friend. You do such a great job. I'm just honored to be on your podcast. Thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to having you on Breakfast Club. You're going to be on next week as a featured guest. So we're looking forward to that.
So excited. Thank you so much.
You bet. Talk to you later. Have a great one.
Okay, bye.